Hello, it's Monday the 15th of July, and I'm going to use the opportunity of this video to not discuss the daily astrology too much, but to actually look at the chart of the attempted assassination of Donald Trump on a Saturday night. And the reason that I'm going to, that I said I'd never do this, I'll start that way. I'm never getting involved in American politics. It's not my country. I don't really understand the nuances of it. It's better left to the American astrologers. However, something caught my eye to do with the chart of the attempted assassination and the shooting of the other people, which I can't ignore. And then I thought, well, actually, maybe I'm the right person, but maybe somebody who isn't emotionally involved with a country could read the astrology with more emotional distance. It's not that important to me, as important as it would be if I lived there. My politics and my country are more important. So I want to share something with you that is quite important. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure the full extent of what this means. I am groping around in the dark because I've never seen a phenomena like this before. I know it's important, but I'm struggling with what it means and why it's important. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk you through it, and then I'm going to leave it with you. And I think it's best to park your feelings either way on Donald Trump, whether you support or you don't support, in order just to get your heads around this. Otherwise, the distaste that some people have for him distances them from being able to actually get in and look at the peculiarity of this and try to make sense of it. Okay, so sharing the chart, then this chart I'm going to share actually is, if you've not seen one like this before, I'm going to explain it. I've never shown such a chart before on my videos, but here we go. Right. So you've got the wheels here. So a wheel is this thing, right? And then this is another wheel here. So the inner wheel is the chart of the USA. Now, there are several charts, abounding for the USA. But for me, there's only one chart that could possibly be right, and that's the one with Sagittarius rising. So here we've got ascendant and 12 degrees of Sagittarius rising. The USA, I'm sorry, is definitely Sagittarian in nature. There's absolutely no way it is not Sagittarian. So this is the chart for me. And this chart actually is cast for the 4th of July, 1776, at 10 minutes past 5 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay. Right. So this is the USA's chart as far as I'm concerned. Now, the next wheel. This is the time of the shooting, the time that the first shot rang out on the 13th of July, 2024 at 11 minutes past 6. So there is an approximation for 6:15, and then there's a more precise 11 minutes past 6. So I've taken that one in the evening in Butler, Pennsylvania. Okay, so both in Pennsylvania. Oh, amazing. Okay, now let's look at something else. Right, so the center chart, the USA, as I say, has an ascendant of 12 degrees of Sagittarius rising. The chart for the shooting on the 13th of July has 15 degrees of Sagittarius rising. That is pretty coincidental. That is like, I suppose it's 1 in 360 degrees, one in 360 chances of, but it could only really be occurring if it was in the same place. Well, it's not the same place, but it's close enough to have meaning. Okay. This means that the midheaven is similar. So we've got 5 degrees for the shooting and 1 degree of Libra for the USA. And this is because one's the 4th of July and one's the 13th of July. Okay, but to get the same ascendant, okay. Now, because we're in July in both charts, we've got 21 degrees of Cancer, the Sun, and 13 degrees of Cancer, the Sun. The Mercury here is at 24 Cancer, so the Sun is conjunct Mercury here. Okay, now I mean, I'll straight away say that the Uranus-Mars conjunction at 25, 26 degrees of Taurus, I would most certainly pick that out of the sky and say, oh yeah, that's like an assassination. Mars, a weapon, a rifle, anger, an assault, sudden, out of the blue, strike, Uranus. Yeah, for certain. But this is what we've got to be looking at. And apparently, this has a lot of importance with reference to Donald Trump's chart. So there we go. That sort of talks it in the terms of astrology. Now, what I want to do is to try and explain to you astrologically, as an astrologer, what it means to have similar charts, the same ascendant and similar, same midheaven. So it means that these two events share a common identity. And so there's an entanglement between the two. They are tangled up in some way in space and time. We could say that the psyche of the USA has in some way a mirror image in the Trump shooting. It's a hall of mirrors if you put them together. And if that's not sort of confusing enough, then I would carry on and I would say a little more. This moment here is like a defining moment or a resonant moment for the USA. The close connections between the two charts indicate that this is a close identification with America. Okay, now I'm just going to stop sharing for a minute. And there we go. I think I've stopped sharing. Yes, I have. And I'm just really going to sort of kind of like, as far as this is concerned, leave you with this, because I think the words that I've given you are the best that I can do. That's the best job I can do. I think what I will be doing in future, and I always swore I'm not going near American politics, is I will be looking for more coincidences around this, and more issues to do with it, and watching what really is some kind of karmic magic, some kind of cosmic magic. For the cosmos to do this, there is a strong message which astrology should be able to and can read. But sometimes something comes out of the blue and it takes a little while before the penny drops. and somebody, well, first of all, I need to get this out to the astrological community. If nobody's realized it so far, then they need to realize it, because then they'll start to chew over it in all the forums and everything. But so the idea needs to be developed. So there we go. So that I hope that was interesting. In terms of, you know, so I wish I could give you a more precise reading of it, but anyway. Right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just organizing a chart here. Let me just do this, and then let's go dynamic. A real-time clock, that's better. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to share again with you so we can look at today's chart, and it's that one. Okay. Right, here we are. So we've got the sun here at 23 degrees Cancer, and the moon is now in Scorpio. That's 11 degrees. The moon is going to move up to an opposition with this conjunction here of Mars and Uranus, and this will make it much more available to us astrologically, because there's going to be like a torch light focuses, moves over it, and so we get more information, we get more events, we get more revealings, this kind of stuff. But also, because the moon is feminine, we get a feminine appraisal of it. So this means we digest it, we ruminate on it, we consider it, we process it. So the processing really comes tomorrow, the next day. Okay, right. Anything else in particular? I don't think so. I mean, we've talked a lot about this Eris Chiron thing, and most certainly over the weekend, some people, I don't know how many, certainly had events happen which cause deep consternation, anguish, a sense of wounding, a sense of humiliation, and cause there to be a strong focus on an issue that had been brushed over, pushed under the carpet, ignored. Maybe a relationship that had issues, but nobody ever really got them out or talked about them. Nothing was unpacked. And then this last weekend, maybe there was reason to unpack something deep down required to be brought out into the light, away from the shadows where it could be identified and looked at from all sides. And we can't heal anything that we haven't first felt or seen in the light. So it's quite necessary to do that in order to deepen the understanding of the pain, deepen the understanding of the wound, in order to understand better and therefore be able to work with it in a more sensitive way in the future. Okay, right. I'm going to stop sharing on that note. And I'm going to say it was lovely to talk to you, and I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again tomorrow. If you're looking for the video for the easy way to learn astrology, I only realized on Sunday I forgot to do the video on Friday. I do them every week. Eek. So I will get on with that immediately. Unfortunately, I got bogged down with those two charts. Otherwise, I would have done it today. Oh dear, there's so much to do, so much to do. All right then, thank you. Bye.